We thought it'd be interesting to have somebody who's built their business on a different social media platform. She can share her stories. Let's give a big round of applause for Karissa Becker.
My name is Karissa, and some of you may recognize me from Instagram as the Giving Mom. And today I have the joy of sharing with you my top tips that I learned on my journey from a few hundred followers to over 84,000. So how did I get started? I first joined Instagram 4 years ago. When my husband was on his third deployment, so that I could share our lives with him. And as my community expanded, I began to share my yoga practice. And I found that as my practice progressed, both in yoga and photography, my audience began to tune in more often. Desiring to connect on a deeper level, I began networking with yogis in the community and yoga apparel brands to hold yoga challenges, to teach and share yoga postures and meditation. And through each chapter of my Instagram journey, I have remained true to my own mission statement to be thought-provoking, inspire, and hold space for others' transformation and growth. And through photography and storytelling, encourage and empower others to awaken to their own purpose and enable them in that pursuit with teachings of conscious living, parenting, yoga, and meditation. Thank you. And now, because I have just a few minutes to share with you, I have my top 3 tips for beginning and building an Instagram platform of your own. Number 1, brand yourself. Be yourself. Like Marina said, you are already unique. Discover what your mission statement is and make it known through your shares. She said people don't read, but I think that they do. So you have to share your story. Give enough personal content that your audience can begin to build a connection with you. If it's just a photo, then they don't really have anything to relate on. When Purium came into my life, it was incredibly synchronous how well it fit into what I was already sharing. If I were to start from scratch, I would design a brand that was true to myself, aligned with Purium, and still remained unique. Number 2, create a presence and be uplifting. To create a presence online, you must not only respond to comments, you must also visit and comment on your friends' content. And this is a twofold effect. When you comment on their photos, they will not only be grateful that you stopped by, but their followers will see it. And if they see it regularly enough, they will check you out and possibly follow you too. And connecting in this manner will become increasingly difficult to do, so be grateful while you can. And just know that creating a presence is something that takes time and perseverance. It took me 4 years of posting daily to get where I am. And when you share or comment, be uplifting. Have you ever heard the phrase, be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle? Yes. This, I feel, is most true on the internet, where we have little control over who views our content and what they will say to us. And many of us fear rejection, which is why we usually decide to not put ourselves out there. So, when you can share and show people love, understanding, and compassion, when you can uplift and empower, people feel a sense of belonging. They can let their guard down and you become friends. And this aspect, combined with my final tip, is what begins to build trust. And number 3, be authentic and real, while also always focusing on personal growth and professional quality content. And what I mean by this is that you can be vulnerable and authentic in your share, but in your photos, Instagram is a visual platform. And when people log in, they want to see content that causes them to take a double glance. Photos that have this effect are people who are real while also taking photos that are free of distractions and taken with good lighting and care in composition. In a similar fashion, this applies to your whole feed. So if it's too clogged with random shares or memes or reposts that don't reflect your brand or mission statement, it will cause people to be less likely to follow. And that's really all I have time for today. If you'd like me to expand on anything, I would be more than happy to this weekend, or we can connect online. I would be truly honored if you found me on Instagram as the Giving Mom and said hello. Thank you all again, and thank you everyone who made my leap moment possible.
Woo! We love you!
All right. Well, that was an inspiring presentation. Karissa inspired me to learn more about Instagram. I think I'm going to be the yoga corporate host. How about that?